Welcome back. You're watching Community Roundup with me, Shavani Sankala. TV Asia had a special conversation with Herman Martir of Texas, Commissioner, President Trump's Advisory Commission on Asian Americans and Pacific Islander. He is a part of Unite to Fight for Economic Rights, a meaningful initiative that brings diverse community to make America great again. Working together with Rod Blagojevich, former Illinois Governor Kareem Lanier, Comcast America, Herman Martir Hester, along with Hindu community leaders Vandana Jingan from TV Asia, Amitabh Mittal from Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Poonam Krishnan, IT business leader, Sohan Joshi, ex-chairman and president, NFIA, along with representatives of Filipino, Vietnamese, and Korean community representatives. Let's see a quick highlights of this conversation.
Looking forward to this coming second term because President Trump has accomplished so many things in the last 3.5, almost 4 years. Lowest unemployment among blacks, Hispanics, and Asian. And the economy, we have added about almost 12 million jobs to the economy, even in the midst of COVID-19. So we believe that the recovery to the economy is surging back stronger than ever. President Trump will roll out his plan of how to increase more funding to a lot of those the people that were affected by the COVID-19.
We, the Asians, we, the Indians, we, the Filipinos, those who are very hardworking people, what we can expect from him in his second term.
It is amazing because they blamed President Trump for this COVID-19. And people forget that it was China who released this virus, and knowing that it was contagious, they didn't warn us, and working with WHO gave us wrong information. And President Trump, the moment he found out that this virus will affect more people, he closed down the borders and the flight from China and Europe. And he was the first ones to do it. Europe didn't do it. He was the first one to do it. Against terrorism, you know what happened to France? There's the beheading there in France. It is so sad that the world, for some reason, has continued to ignore every time a terrorist attack would happen and never really call it a terrorism. But President Trump knows that this is a terrorist attack that happened in France. But he will continue to protect the border. That's why he will continue to make sure that the safety of American people comes first before anything else. We work so hard building our businesses and sending our kids to school, but for some reason, China has ignored a lot of the issues that has plagued the country because of COVID-19, and they blame America for it. Enough is enough. The president says, no, we won't hold them accountable. And in fact, the president wanted to work with Congress on this issue of immigration reform, and I was privileged enough to also help put together the policy plan that was introduced to the president on a merit-based system. Definitely, Indian Americans, they are the most probably talented, Indian Americans, the most talented Americans and immigrants, legal immigrants that came to this country, contributing greatly to the economy, and especially in the tech business. And yes, the president will work with those that came over here legally and work with the children that has, that all that they need to ensure that they get all the paperwork that they need and they become legal citizens and become productive citizens of this country. The DACA issue, the president didn't do it. The DACA was signed by Barack Obama. And if they had a chance to address the issue, they did not. For 8 years, they did not. So in Congress, under the Democratic Congress as well, they didn't do anything. That's why this is a do-nothing Congress that we're seeing here, because they keep opposing and they keep opposing President Trump. President Trump put together a plan for immigrant reform. What they do? They did not. They rejected it. They didn't receive it because it was coming from President Trump. The hate for the president here it's what's motivating them, and they rather see American people and Indian Americans and Filipino Americans, hardworking Americans, suffer instead of working with the president. And I think that shows you that the president needs to clean the swamp, and he will. The second term, he will make sure that those that oppose this, the agenda that will make America great, again, they will lose support, and that the president will hold accountable people that works, a lot of corruption we see in DC.
That's all in today's edition of